Do you remember being a kid? Like, honestly, do you remember being a kid? Or have you totally forgotten everything? As an adult, you're responsible, right? You're a responsible, boring adult. In this video, I'm going to show you 6 ways how to tap into that inner child within you, because we all have it. It just needs to come out and play. So sit tight. Welcome back to another video. I'm Jen. We're going to talk about our inner child today. Inner child, it wants to come out, but oftentimes you won't let it because you say, I'm an adult. I need to work, I need to make money, I need to take care of my family, I need to do all these things except have fun, except play. Not completely true, because we still have a little bit of fun, but not as much as when we're kids. When we are kids, we are carefree. We are living straight from our heart. We are living in the flow. We are living in the moment, and life just seems better because of it, right? Less responsibility, less stress. So who's to say that you cannot bring out that part of yourself again? Just because you're 45 years old or you're 25 years old, you think that you can't be a kid again? Nonsense. Nonsense. So, 6 ways to bring out the inner child. The things that you can do to help bring this part out of you again. To bring its vitality out. Make you feel alive again. Better your life. Make your life just more carefree, fun, loving, and happy. The first thing is imagination. Imagination and daydreaming. You remember when you were a kid, right? You were daydreaming all the time, right? You were daydreaming about what you wanted to be when you grew up, or you saw your parent, maybe your mother or somebody was like a teacher, so you pretended to be a teacher, and you did all these things where you just created your own little world, your own little movies. Me, myself, I used to talk to myself all the time when I was a kid, and I was a very creative kid. I would make little, I would have these little people, like little plastic toys, people, Barbies, G.I. Joes, whatever, and I would make like little movies, and I would sit there for hours, just like talking to myself. It was awesome. It was awesome. So yeah, daydreaming, imagination. Let it run free. Daydream again, you know? Fantasize about stuff again. A lot of times when we do this, the logical side of our brain shuts us down right away, and we say, never going to happen. Why are you daydreaming about something that's never going to happen? Why are you wasting your time? You need to go clean the house or something. You need to go to the store and buy groceries. No, allow the creativity, allow it to come in. Which leads me to number 2, which I just mentioned, is creativity. Be creative again. Dance, write, poetry, write stories, sing, I don't know, sew, doodle, paint. Did I mention that already? I don't know. Whatever you can do, tap into that creative flow inwardly and outwardly. So outwardly is expressing yourself. So maybe you want to sing, maybe you want to just recite poetry to your significant other. Inwardly, maybe you want to turn a little inward, do some writing, do some doodling. Again, goes into the daydreaming part. When your imagination is running loose and you're daydreaming, then that is where the creative juices flow, and you can put that on paper, you could put it on, into a painting or anything, pottery, whatever it is, it doesn't matter, but get that energy out of you, and do it in a manner that just feels good. Whatever floats your boat, because what this does, it moves you from the left brain logical side to the right brain, which is the more creative side. Number 3, let loose. Let loose, laugh, be silly, do stupid things. Well, maybe some things shouldn't be done, but be silly. Surrender to laughter. Allow yourself to feel it. A lot of times we think something's funny or we see something that's kind of silly, but we kind of like repress those emotions a little bit. We don't allow ourselves to just like burst out in laughter. Surrender to it. Allow yourself to be stupid, to be silly. The best moments are when I'm with people who just like, we laugh about like ridiculous things over like something very minute, very stupid, and just like that big belly laughter just makes you feel good, right? It just raises your body's vibration to a whole nother level. Incorporate that more into your day, but you have to allow yourself to feel it, allow yourself to express it. Number 4, become a detective again. Do you remember when you were a kid? You were just curious about everything in the world. You were curious about like what your parents were doing all the time, or what their job was like, or you're curious about the surroundings you were in, and just what you were feeling, and just curious about other people. I feel like adults, we lose that. We lose our detective abilities. It's like we don't care as much about stuff around us, right? We're not in the present moment. So get back that detective side of you. Become curious about things. Become curious about learning more about other cultures, or, you know, maybe pick up a book that you've never read before on a topic that's like out of your element. Be curious. Don't just live in that narrow little space in your head right here, right? You want to live here. You want to expand it, because it, not only that, but it allows opportunities to come into your world. So get outside and go, I don't know, pick up a blade of grass and really analyze it. Or pick up a worm like you used to do as a kid, or a slug, and be like, you know, just observe it and think how amazing it is. Not that slugs are, I don't think I would pick one up, but you know, some kids do. Number 5, actually ask your inner child to come out to play. Connect with it. A lot of times we cut off that connection because we act like the parent. We act like the parent that says, nope, you can't come out to play. You need to stay over there. You cannot come out to play. Talk to it. Allow it to come out. Ask it to come out, and it will. You know, and don't talk to yourself in like a creepy kind of way, but in a way where it's loving, a loving way. Not a demanding, controlling kind of way. And finally, the last one, number 6, do something out of the ordinary. Wear your pants on backwards like crisscross, or wear your hat on backwards, or wear a hat if you don't wear a hat, or be weird, or I don't know, eat chocolate cake for breakfast. Do something just out of your normal humdrum routine. You know, in our brains, we're in the autopilot zone, right? We do the same things day after day. We eat at the same times. We eat the same foods. We see the same people. Go out of your element. Meet somebody new. Go somewhere you've never been. Drive to another state. I don't know. Anything. Anything to get you out of your element. Because this brings out, just like I said, more opportunities to come in. And it brings out the more creative side. You learn to live more presently in the flow, instead of always worrying about overthinking things, or just, you know, not thinking at all. Just kind of living your life in this kind of zombie state where you're not even aware of what's going on around you. So this kind of, you know, flips a switch in your brain, because when you're doing something new, your brain kind of wakes up a little bit, right? It wakes up and it says, oh, new information coming in, new information. So this is why it's good to not only be creative, but fill your brain with new knowledge, new environment, new people, all these things. And, you know, the number one thing, just allow it. Surrender yourself to be free and carefree. And just, when you feel that coming within, if you want to laugh, then laugh. If you want to express your joy and happiness, then do that. Even if it's at an inopportune time, like in the middle of the workday or something. Share it with somebody, because we know that laughter is contagious, right? When we're smiling, when we're in a good energetic state, it's contagious, and it affects other people around us. So if we allow our inner child to come out to play a little bit, then other people around us may start to do the same thing. And now if you say, well, my childhood sucked, like I didn't have a very good childhood. There are still pieces of your childhood that you can pick out, because as a child, when we're born, we are completely pure. We are in a complete state of love and bliss. So usually if we have like a bad childhood, it's because societal stuff comes in or family issues and things like that. But understand that you always have that part of love within you. We are love. So you always have that piece of that inner child that wants to come out, that wants to connect with you, that wants to laugh and have fun. So if you felt like when you were a child, that you repressed everything, that you couldn't bring that joyful side out of you, even as a kid, then now is the time to do that. Now is the time to do that. Just because you're older doesn't mean that that time is lost. It's always within you. It is always within you guys. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this. I really do. I appreciate you all, and I will see you on tomorrow's video. So be weird, be silly, have fun, surrender to it, and see you tomorrow. Peace.